Welcome to my cypher.
What really inspired me to write this project, the first international project for MyCypher, was my exchange here in Brazil. I've been coming to Brazil for the past 5 years.
Yo, it's the essence of the struggle brings the hustle brings the...
And I met Marcos from Quatro Preto, who's my boyfriend. And then I met Cachita, who produces their group. And she opened me to a whole new world that I had no clue was going on, which is hip-hop in Salvador. I didn't know that there was such a strong movement going on.
Exactly 2 years ago, I was in Brazil, and that was the first time I had actually brought other people. And by seeing them and see how they were impacted, by only really knowing American culture and only really knowing one way of life, they were stunned and shocked, and in the same way impacted, awed, silenced, and excited. You know, I said, wow, more people need to see this. MyCypher.com is hip-hop worldwide. So even though hip-hop started in the Bronx, right now it exists in Brooklyn, Beijing, Botswana, all over the world. The key is there's no way for anyone to connect from one community to another. So the point of MyCypher and MyCypher.com is to connect these hip-hop communities, both online through our website and offline in terms of events like we're doing in Brazil. Samantha, our project manager, I met her after a film about hip-hop worldwide, about hip-hop in Morocco, so that already let me know, okay, she gets it. And she came to me saying, wow, how awesome would it be to do a project in Brazil where she already was living. She's from the United States, family is also from Puerto Rico, but is fluent in Portuguese and has lived in Salvador for years and is connected with the hip-hop culture of Brazil.
It's really incredible to see the interaction between Bobito, Tony, Nobody Famous, and the whole MyCypher crew with all of the Brazilian artists and the community.
So the team we brought down for this first inaugural MyCypher hip-hop project in Brazil was very specific. We wanted to make sure to connect American culture to Brazilian culture in a way that was meaningful. So we wanted to make sure those involved really understood the global aspects of hip-hop culture.
I came to MyCypher.com because it is committed to global music and culture, particularly hip-hop music and culture, which is my passion and it's my life.
Côte d'Ivoire. It's the African mixtape with Tony Blackman. We spitting rhymes for your soul satisfaction.
Tony Blackman is the U.S. hip-hop ambassador. It means she's actually paid by the State Department to go on hip-hop missions throughout the world. She had never, however, been to Brazil, so this seemed like a perfect opportunity to come with us as an MC to Rio and to Salvador.
Nobody famous.
Basically, the experience in Brazil so far has just been amazing. The hip-hop community in Brazil is really excited about what's going on here.
Nobody Famous, Reggie, he's an upcoming producer and an MC, but he hasn't traveled outside of the country. He hasn't seen hip-hop worldwide in ways that Tony Blackman has or way that Bobito has. So for him, it was seeing hip-hop through fresh eyes. DJ Bobito, man. Bobito Garcia is one of the most renowned DJs in the United States. But at the same time, he doesn't just focus his music on US music and US hip hop. He includes salsa. He's originally from Puerto Rico, so he includes different rhythms and different sounds in the hip hop he plays in the United States. And so he already has a sensibility for different cultures, so it made sense to bring him for the first time, for him to experience the culture and play his music to a different audience.
I can only try to explain to my friends back home. Really, I wish I could grab their wrist and be like, yo, B, come with me to Brazil and experience this for yourself. This is hip-hop.
I've seen the energy and the excitement of Brazilian crowds towards hip-hop, and these artists have never experienced it. They love hip-hop as their life, their art, their way of self-expression, and they're going to find others who don't even speak the same language, but definitely express themselves in the same way through hip-hop. I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen.